Marker, curling iron test. Rolling. Hey everyone, Kaylee, your friendly neighborhood hairstylist here, and today we're reviewing some Drugstore Hair Tools by Kristin Ess. If you guys follow me, you probably know I am a Kristin Ess fangirl. She's done some amazing celebrities like Lauren Conrad, Lucy Hale, Jenna Dewan. She's given the internet some of its favorite hairstyle images, and she has an amazing line at Target. Well, now she has Hot Tools, and I'm so excited about it because you guys have been asking for Hot Tool reviews from the drugstore, and comment below if you want me to review even more after this video, but I thought today we'd focus on this line because it's brand new and it's almost Christmas gift time, so like, let's see what it's like. But before we jump into it, I actually have a very exciting launch coming out soon too! I am super duper stoked about it. It has nothing to do with Hot Tools, so I don't mind mentioning it in this video. I cannot give you the full announcement yet. I'm gonna tell you guys on Saturday, but just FYI, there's a hint in this video. So if you find it, let me know what you think it is and comment below. Okay, that being said, let's talk about Hot Tools. When I originally filmed this video, I did it over several days and I tried different tools on each day. I edited that video together and it was 30 minutes long. So basically I produced a short film about Kristin Ess hair tools. What I decided to do in light of that is basically give you guys the details here, but we'll cut into some of those experiences so I can show you what it was like the first time using the tools and my first impressions and stuff like that. So first let's talk about what all the tools have in common. They have beautiful packaging, and then on the inside you have key information about the product that you're using. Each one has recommended heat levels depending on your hair type, which is awesome, and then any additional little info you need to know about the tools. Also in every box you get a Kristin Ess comb, which has gold foiled Kristin Ess and a kind of like pink lucite color. It's gorgeous, I love it. I'm keeping all of my combs from all of the hair tools that I bought. Don't tell me I can't. For the tools themselves, everywhere you see that's white is kind of like a soft touch, almost rubbery packaging, but unlike soft touch rubber packaging in makeup, this doesn't get dirty. I've used this particular iron so many times and it hasn't gotten dirty at all, so that's a great sign. It's also very satisfying to hold and gives you a little better grip. And of course, everything has gold detailing. It'll say Kristin Ess on it. As for the plates, they're all titanium with negative ion, so it helps to conduct heat very quickly and efficiently into your hair while sealing in moisture and shine. And you'll actually see that I compare this side by side with another iron in this video, and you can actually see how much shinier the result is from this plate versus another one, which I thought was super cool. Oh, and this is key. All of the tools have a 30-minute automatic shut off, so if you forget to turn it off, it turns off for you. And the entire collection retails between $50 and $100 depending on the tool, which puts it at the high end of like low range pricing for Hot Tools, because a lot of stuff mid-range is 100 plus and then high range is 200 plus. So that's the common denominator in all the tools. Let's get to the individual tools, shall we? So on my first day, I tested the 1-inch iron and the 1 1/4 inch iron. I did one on one side of my head and one on the other so you could directly see which was which. So I'm just gonna do a standard curl. I'm not gonna do anything fancy right now. We're just gonna beauty school it out over here and just see how the curls do. All right, that came off quite nicely. It warmed up very quickly. No problems. I'm noticing that the clip holds the hair really well, not too firmly, but when I do this, I don't have to worry about the hair just slipping and sliding right through it. It's doing its thing. Like, this seems fairly close to what I would normally get from a 1-inch curling iron. All right, those curls look great. Let's try the 1 1/4 inch on this side. I'm not noticing any key differences with this one than the smaller size iron other than the size. That's pretty much it. I was overall really pleased with both irons. I found that they gave me very similar results to what I experienced from a much higher end iron, which is both a really good thing and kind of a shocking thing because it's so much less expensive. A few days later, it occurred to me that maybe I shouldn't be comparing these irons to super duper expensive ones. Maybe I should be comparing them to ones that are closer in price point but lower. So I picked up a $18 and a $28 curling iron to test them against these Kristin Ess tools. I tried the cheapest iron first. It did not go well. This is very cheap plastic. This is children's toy plastic. Oh wow, that grips. Okay. It's already hard to get this section of hair through it, and this is a shorter section of hair. I keep accidentally changing the heat. Ah, I changed it again. I changed the heat again. Gosh darn it. This iron also has a V short cord that is currently messing with me. Oh my gosh. Lord of mercy, why am I, cord is so short. To be honest, I wouldn't buy that iron for $18. I wouldn't buy it for $3. I did not like it. It's not worth it. It's genuinely not worth it. Then we were on to the $28 iron, which honestly performed much better. Okie dokie, now this one has an 8-foot cord, so at least the cord is better. Still feels like child's toy plastic. Okay, that's also very grippy. My brain kind of went on autopilot for the last couple curls, which is good. I wasn't able to go on autopilot with the other curling iron because it was kind of difficult to work with. This one's really no problem to work with, and the curls are pretty. After seeing that it was performing okay, I thought, you know what, let's test it side by side against the Kristin Ess iron. And I found that while they both gave a similar curl shape, the Kristin Ess one was significantly smoother and like more ribbon-y looking than the one that was done by the cheaper tool. That one had frizz at the edges. It was a little bit more textured, even though it had just come off the iron and hadn't been touched. And that one was only about $20 less. So I feel like I really did my due diligence. I tried my expensive tools, I tried the inexpensive tools, and I felt like the Kristin Ess irons really did, at the end of the day, hold up to the expensive tools, and they were definitely significantly better than the inexpensive ones. My overall thoughts since then have continued to be positive. I've really enjoyed the results from this iron, and I just think this is one of the prettiest hot tools I have seen in life, and that honestly goes a whole long way, because if you're gonna use it on a regular basis, you're gonna look at it, you're gonna handle it, like why not have it be pretty? Why not have it add something to your life rather than just be like a thing that you look, you know? At least to me, that's very meaningful. So that's it for day one. Now on to day two. For day two, I decided to try the weird stuff, which were the pivoting iron and the root taming texture tool. Now, the root taming tool, this came out of nowhere for me. Essentially, it's got a heating source right here, and then on either side, it has this kind of comb, and it effectively ends up being like a hair straightening comb, more or less. The cool thing about it is that you can get into the root, like you can press the iron against your head and like really press your hair straight. So if you have wavy, kinky, curly hair that likes to go like this, or you have baby hairs that are like always kind of doing their own thing, this will get them into shape and you can just, and they're better. It's insane. Tried it on one of my friends, it worked, should have filmed it. But I primarily love this for cowlicks, and that is what I demonstrated it on day two. The reason that I always part my hair this way is because I have a cowlick right here, and it does give me volume, so I'm not mad at it. But whenever I flip my hair over the other way, I just feel like it lays so weird because it still has this bumpy bit right here, and I always have a hard time making it work. And I think I'm also just not used to seeing myself that way. I'm like, who is she? I don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna comb my hair over using this tool, and as I do that, it's gonna be pressing everything down and kind of smoothing out the craziness. The cool thing is that as you press it against your head, like you feel heat, but it's not like, it's just kind of warm, like a nice warm blanket. I feel like we all would have loved this back in the day when we were styling our emo side bangs. The cowlicky area that's normally a problem is no longer a problem, and it's a lot easier to me than doing it with the flat iron because you can really get in there and get all the way to the root. The other cool thing that you can do is kind of just like brush your hair back over your crown area so there's no awkward, you know, cowlicks or breaks that make you look a little bald in the back, and this is so easy. You just brush the tool through it and it tames everything. So obviously you can use it on textured roots, but you can also use it to fight cowlicks, which is great. I have also played around with using it on those lines that you have after you let a ponytail down. You just tap over those, they're gone. It's magic. Basically now every time I go to style my hair, I turn this on and I go over the back of my head a few times, and then I use it over the wavy areas over my ears just to like calm them down so they're not doing anything crazy. It's the craziest little tool I never knew I needed. I also tried the pivoting curling wand and found that that was really great as well. It can be a normal wand or one of those little bendy ones. Kristin effing S. I am deceased. Now, I wanted to see, can you can. So I'm touching just the cool tip and the handle, and you can still maneuver it. So you could change it while the iron is on. Kristin! All right, so I'm gonna turn this on now. I guess let's just go ahead and rotate it and see what a rotated curling iron is like. Oh wow, that's actually really nice because I don't have to have my elbow all the way up here. Okay, really should have sectioned my hair. Got a little bit ambitious and a little bit excited. Okay, but I am also feeling like this little area looks a little crazy. Heyo! My new best friend. Okay, now it's time to play Hunt for the Straight Pieces. My biggest takeaway was that it's so much more comfortable to use because you don't have to hold up your arms as much, so it keeps your arms from getting as tired, which is always a plus. But I think it's nice that you can switch between having it straight and having it bent. So that one actually ended up going in my everyday hairstyling drawer because I just see myself reaching for it a lot. At the end of day 2, I was happy with both. Would definitely recommend both if you're looking for either a curling wand or a magic taming tool. Today, I am finally getting to the hair dryer. I am so very excited about this. When I opened the hair dryer, I was surprised not by the hair dryer, but by the diffuser. All right, so let's see. Oh my goodness, that is a diffuser. Hello! Kristin Ess is not leaving the curly haired girls out in the cold with this diffuser. This is beautiful. Yes, girl. Okay. Also, hi, I'm wearing my shower turban still. Isn't it great? Anytime you guys see me use one of these in my videos, you ask where I get mine. I get them from 2 places, either Aquis, they're very expensive. And the second one that I love is Kitsch, and it's less expensive and I like it better. They have prettier colors and the microfiber is just a lot more luxe feeling. So those are my recommendations. So you have cool, warm, and hot for your heat settings. Great. You have a cool shot button if you have like heated up the hair and gotten it into a shape and you want to cool it to set it in the shape. Cool shot button. You have low and high airspeed, wind tunnel settings. Airflow. Low and high airflow. And then this is the cool technology thing of the hair dryer is that it has this ion button. So you can turn the ions on or off. And essentially when you have, I think it's negative ions represented in the air, it helps to add shine and smoothness to your hair. So you can turn that on for shine and smoothness or leave it off for a more open, roughed up cuticle, which is especially good if you want a lot of volume in the hair, if you're doing something like super big, or if you have that like perfect, silky, healthy hair and you have a hard time doing anything with it, going without the ions would help to kind of rough up the cuticle a little bit so styling would be easier. I want to try to compare the ion results. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do this side without the ions and then this side with. I think that will work. And you guys know I love my Kitsch Rolls Gold clips, but today I'm using this claw clip, which is great. I often use it under my shower cap. And it's also cute to like style when you're like running out the door as well. I've done that a few times. My hair ended up drying in about 6 minutes, doing it 1/2 and 1/2, which was a really great speed for me. And at the end, I compared the 2 results. I can feel such a difference. I don't know if it's visible, but this side feels like actual silk. This side is just a little fluffier and like hairier than the other, whereas this one definitely is silkier. And I think there is definitely more shine. Oh yeah. Than over here. I mean, there's still shine, but see that like matte coating on top of it kind of? It's kind of cool to get to compare that because I always read that ionic technology is a thing, but getting to see it work is pretty cool. That was about 5 or 6 minutes to dry my hair, which is really good because my $250 dryer dries it in about the same time and my Dyson dryer actually takes closer to like 8 to 10 minutes. So, you know what? I'm a T3 stan. I'm gonna stand behind them till the end of time, but like this is comparable. For real. Holy cannolis. I don't even know what to do with that information. So overall, if you can't tell, I really liked the hair dryer. And then we're on to the hair straightener, which is a 3-in-1 straightener that straightens, waves, and curls, which pretty much all straighteners can do, but this one has beveled edges and floating plates to really help in that regard. So I ran it through my hair just to see, found that it went so smoothly through my hair, and then we got into the waves. Kristin has a video on this on her IGTV, so I would recommend watching that, but I'm basically gonna do what she did. feel like that went a lot better with this curling iron than it did when I tried it with my much more expensive one in my Khloe Kardashian video. Okay, Kristin Ess, I see you. I always just thought I was really bad at waving my hair, but maybe I was just using the wrong tools. All right, so that is, I actually like this. Wait, do I like flat iron waves now? What? And now, God, we curl. Pray for me. And depending on how God works in space and time, maybe it will help. It's going through really nicely and easily, just gliding right along. Ooh, hey girl. All right, well that wasn't bad at all. And I went through really slowly because I wasn't sure how well my hair was gonna curl. Okay, this is definitely the easiest flat iron curl I've been able to do. If you ever get way too tight with your flat iron curls, you can just tap it out. Yeah. And then I'm gonna loosen up the ends on this because they're a lot. And I have this set on 280 right now, so that's actually like a really healthy temperature for my hair as well. And it's working very effectively. Yes. Here we go. I loosened up the ends of these quite a bit to make it a little bit more modern and less retro, and that's pretty much all that's changed since I left you. Now to finish it off with products. I'm gonna do the dry texture spray at my roots. Go in with the beach wave spray. Then for just a skosh more, I'm gonna use some pomade, and I'm just gonna take that over the ends for pieciness. She's a cool girl, right? Like, she's a really cool girl. All right, on this side, I'm gonna pull Kristin Ess and cocktail together the pomade and the serum. Mix them together. And I'm still just gonna rake this through because I think that's gonna do the most. Yeah, it's doing the most. I invited Shine to the party. Frizz has left the chat. Both done with the same tool, just different techniques and different products. Those are the results I achieved with the flat iron. I am shooketh. I honestly really enjoyed working with the flat iron. I was surprised because I am a curling iron girl to the death, but the flat iron went so well and it made me want to keep trying the techniques a little bit more so I can get better at them. So I was really, really excited about it. And if you're looking for a flat iron, I 1000% recommend it because it does perform up there with my much more high end. Like, unquestionably, if one thing out of this collection comes up to par with things on a higher end, I would say this one comes closest to being on par with what I've spent a whole lot more money on. So there's that. Okay, oh, I think that's it. This is still gonna be a long video, I can tell. My top 3 standouts from the line are the blow dryer, straightener, and the root taming texture tool. Those are my favorites, surprisingly. I love curling irons, love them. I just thought that those 3 really performed super well. But as far as the curling irons, my favorite was the 1 inch, just because I see myself using it the most often. Okay, I think that has to be it at this point. I hope that you guys enjoyed my little investigative reporting, and I hope that it gave you any kind of clarity you needed on whether or not these tools need to be in your life. Hint, they do. And honestly, if you made it to this point of the video, thank you so much for watching all the way through. You're the true MVP. If there are any tools you particularly like, tell me about them in the comments. If you caught the hint as to what I am announcing on Saturday, also leave that in the comments. Oh, I would be really interested to see if anybody gets it right, to be honest. And that is it for today. Please like the video if you did enjoy it. It helps my channel out a whole darn lot. And if you're new, please hit the subscribe button to join the Afraidaholic family here on Kayley Melissa. And that is it for today. I'll see you all in my next one. Mwah! Bye! I'm pink, double D, double die, double D, double S. I'm so excited. Is my brain an actual functioning human brain, or is it just a mess of goo?